Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so here I cut out a mini Baroque. This is not the big one. This is the mini one, and I painted it with the same colors as the dress form and as a little. Actually, the little book plate is a Baroque shape too, isn't it? I just thought about that. Okay, so I just dressed it. I just dressed the edges. I just dressed the edges of everything, especially chipboard stuff. So what I wanted to do is add a title. So I grabbed my rub-ons. I got this like months and months ago at I think it was Tuesday morning. Um, so I just pulled out Now and Forever Friends because they've been buddies for a long time now. And I actually cut out this one that says Good Times, and that's what I used on the very top with the little book plate. What I actually did is I cut two of them out, two book plates out, and sandwiched the sentiment in between them, and then poured the crackle accent in it. But I didn't show that part, I'm sorry. So for those of you, I know that tons of us know how to use the rub-ons, but there's probably one or two of you out there that maybe not sure how to use it. And it's pretty easy. It's basically like very thin sticker-like stuff that's stuck on this paper on the backside. And you use a little stick, popsicle stick, or whatever that the packets of rub-ons come on. And you just rub it on. And you'll see it start to come off when it turns white. So what I did is I used this one-step crackle, you guys. I wanted to test it. This is the first time that I've ever used it. And I thought that I put on a pretty nice thick layer of it on there, but the crackle didn't come out as like noticeable as I thought. And you won't be able to see it at all on this video. On the pictures you might, and I have some detailed pictures on my blog if you guys didn't know. You can go over and see a lot more detailed stuff close up. But yeah, wasn't too impressed with it. But I'm gonna try it again and see if maybe I didn't do it as thick as I thought. I don't know. So here is the other little sentiment. Again, forgive me for the pixelation on this video. It took me a few hours to get both of these edited, so running through Windows Movie Maker can kind of tamper a little bit with the way that the video looks. So, see, all you do is rub it on and then gently peel it off. And you'll see it rub off onto your paper or your project, wherever you're putting it. So I wanted to distress the edges because it's too white to me. So I grabbed, I think it was Vintage Photo. Just to give us some little tan. And I end up distressing this too before I glue it. Yeah, there we go. So this is really to just take off some of the paint to make it look like it's worn out. Oh, excuse me. Had a yawn. And I use these emery boards, these real coarse ones that I get at Sally's. I use it a lot. So I grabbed, I cut out the fence, the picket fence from the Tim Holtz die, and I had it this cream color, the first paint bottles that I showed earlier. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, nice color, but wait a minute, something doesn't look right. So I ended up painting it over. And this happens a lot in my world, you guys. So 3 coats later, here we are with the fence, and it has the off-white look like the white that's in the Webster's pages, that cream and black. It's that color. So I don't know. I really liked how that looked, actually. So I wanted to sit it in that corner because I wanted to create some flowers, and there was nothing there on the designer paper, so that's why I'm going with that left side. So I ended up cutting it and using the smaller part for the other side of the Baroque. Now, you guys, I cut my finger with this, so you'll see a band-aid on my index finger. I don't know if it's on there or not, I can't tell, but yeah, that tonic scissors is super stinking sharp, so be careful. I like almost took the tip off. And I can't remember what I did I think it was cutting some of these wires or something, I can't remember. But anyways, look at these ivies, little branches, and I thought it just went perfect with the layout. So it being kind of too green, I end up using the some Vintage Photo. Actually, it was it here? Oh no, it wasn't here that I cut my finger. I don't think I did it on video. I don't think you guys can will see it. But anyways, I really liked the ivy branches and kind of intertwined because there's that's kind of what they do. Ivies just like intertwine and twirl in between fences, and they grab onto everything, pipes, sprinklers, whatever. Excuse me. So I needed to just dim down the bright green a little bit, so that's why I did that. So see how it looks intertwined in the fence? I think it looks pretty. Oh, the dimensionals. I did add up some more dimensionals behind the Baroque to have it stand out. And that's one thing that I like to do is create dimension on projects. So, excuse me. So I just tucked it behind there because I didn't want the edge showing. So, yeah. Same thing with the other side. And I just tucked it down in certain spots so that it's not holding on just with the bottom part of the fence. Now I got this beautiful, beautiful ruffled satin trim, and it was a gift from someone. I'm sorry, I cannot remember who gave it to me. I've gotten so many great gifts from so many of you guys, and I really can't remember. But it went perfectly well, and I used the entire yard. Yeah, an entire yard, you guys. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful trim, and I wanted to just look very drapey. So I'm just kind of placing it, see where I want it exactly. And I've already tacked it down a few spots. So I kind of find my fold where I kind of want it to sit, and then take it down. In the very top, see, there's a seam up there, and what I did was kind of just fold it. So I'm tucking in some vines and some, actually these are like little yellow berries. The yellow went well with the gold to me on the paper, so I used it. So I normally tag down like the thicker parts of the flowers or flourishes or whatever. So I did a chain. I crocheted this chain out of the jute twine, and it just went with the flowers that I used that I showed you guys a while back. And I just kind of wrapped it around her like a belt, and it went well. So to kind of fill in the gaps, because it's creating a gap now with the belt being there, I had to even it out. So I added 2 layers of chipboard and used it as dimensionals for the back side of the dress form. So there's one on the top and the bottom, and then I forgot to add it to the post, and I ended up adding it later already after I tacked it down, which is strange, but I do that every now and again. I forget stuff. So I just glued it down and placed it where I wanted it. And I wanted the little tear to show, and I didn't want to hide the flowers. So and there's my little dimensional for the very bottom part, the stand. This lid, I have to say, is my favorite. I really like the colors. It's just me. This is a lot me. So I did end up, I had to tack this part down because I already tacked down the corner, the bottom right corner of the photo where Tiana's at. I tucked it actually behind the paper, so it's sitting in a stitch. So there's the other dimensional, and that's just to hold it down so it doesn't get knocked off or anything. So this is the berries that I used, and I love, and I showed earlier. And I think I got these, I want to say at the Craft Warehouse. Here's my crocheted flower, and I put a little cherry blossom in the center. I wanted to use another flower as the center, too, because the colors pop very, very well together. So that's why I used the red one for it. See, I have my band-aid on my finger. Oh my gosh, it hurts so bad, you guys. I couldn't believe I did that. Anyways. So I did end up using a lot of these little cherry blossoms. These are from I Am Roses, actually. The gardenias were from Wild Orchid Crafts, and I used a lot of the solid red, the two-toned red and white little cherry blossoms, and some like cream ones that I just barely dabbed some distress ink, which was the gosh, I want to say it was one of the green colors, the distress ink that's green. This is an I Am Roses flower or a rose. I think it's called a curly rose. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of figuring out where I want it. So I'm going to put both the two-tone red on either side of the rose there. I also glimmer misted this one and the gardenias, but I don't think I did it with the little cherry blossoms. If I did, I only did it with a couple, because these were last minute add-ons, these little cherry blossoms. And I did scatter them throughout, so. This is a Kaiser Craft wooden flourish or wooden butterfly. And I did get some for the store, but I went to go look for some other different ones so you guys can have variety. Um, but I haven't been able to do that yet. I just haven't. So I did take one of these butterfly packs for my stash, um, so that I can use them and play with them too. So I added on some flat back pearls for the little head, like I showed you there, and then the wings, and they just stayed it there. I thought it was in the perfect spot. Actually, it was in the way or anything. So this is the very top right side of the layout, and these are some of the new Prima fabric flowers. And they have a burlap look, but they're not. They're a different kind of a fabric. It's very soft, actually. I really, really enjoyed it. So I wanted to cover it a lot with glue because it does fray. And that's one thing you have to remember is that if you are going to use fabric, remember that it's going to fray, and you want to kind of give it a good coverage of some glue or something that's going to keep it from fraying. So I used a brad for the center of that flower. And then I did do that one step crackle on this book plate, but again, it didn't do as well as I thought it was gonna. So some halfback pearls on the edge on either side there of it, and then I poured crackle accents into the center where the sentiment is, and it crackled beautifully. I love it, love it, love it. It's like glass, like broken glass. It's too cool. So here's another one of the cherry blossoms. I added one there too in the very top corner of the photo. Now I kind of lay things around. Sometimes I end up thinking that I'm done and something will fall off when I pick it up, and then I realize, oh, okay, that was an idea and that I didn't tag down yet. So that happens. So I wanted to add some more jute twine. I am loving jute twine right now. So I kind of just, I don't know how to explain it. I just kind of laid it around to frame the picture and just kind of gave it a little loopy look. And there we are. I added the flowers there. There's white with the green distress ink, white with the green distress ink. Like it a lot. There's another butterfly above the girls' heads there. There's a charm, a metal charm that I just glued down there. The jute twine, flat back pearls on corners, and on the sign there, the sentiment, the Now and Forever Friends. I added those there for a more whimsy look. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks, Bonnie, for your question. And thanks so much, you guys. I really appreciate you. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget pictures on my blog. Bye.